Welcome to the Leadership Secrets Podcast, where we bring you no BS, practical advice from the experts that are doing it. Now, here's your host, Lee Lisenby.
The Leadership Secrets Podcast. This is podcast number 2. So we have gotten past our first episode, and we're moving into our second episode now. Thanks for joining us. We have a pretty good little lineup today of different topics we want to talk about. This is going to be one of the few solo podcasts that you'll hear. We're hoping in the near coming future we're going to have some different leaders from different industries that join us on here. We're going to ask some tough questions. We're going to kind of see what their secrets are to leadership, because this whole podcast is about what works for us in real life. What have we seen that we've read in books? Not that any of that stuff is bad. It's a lot of theory. Really, it's kind of like going to college and learning about theory, then getting out in the real world and realizing, wait a minute, these two things aren't the same. There's kind of this gap here. So we're really wanting to fill that gap. Our focus is mainly on new leaders, frontline leaders. And actually, we have a document on our website now, the first 30 days of leadership. I think this is a really important part of the leadership journey. If you think about it, most leaders are first-time leaders, are promoted from within the company. So at one point, they were the hardest working person in that area. That's the most common thing you see. You see a really good operator, technician, nurse. You name the company, the type of position. The hardest working person typically gets moved up into the leadership position at some point when there is an opening. The problem I see with this, really the kind of issues that come with this, is the company doesn't provide this person any kind of training, so to speak, before they get thrust into this leadership role. And a lot of times we're getting thrown into the deep end. And sometimes I've been guilty of this. I know some of the companies are guilty of this. They don't look at it as a leadership position. They look at it as a management or a supervisor position. They say, well, this person is going to be great at doing all this, pretty much managing the department, the area, the team, because all this paperwork, I already know they're good at it. They have filled in for their supervisor when they were out of town or on vacation or sick, and they already shown that they can do this. So this is a pretty common place to be. And then on top of all this new job they have, these new responsibilities, oh yeah, now I got to manage and lead 5, 10, 20 people. I've never done that before. How do I get these people to do what I need them to do in order for us to be successful? So we put a 7-page document together that covers this first 30 days. And this is not a theory document. This is what I've seen has been very successful. This is from 15, almost going on 20 years now, what I found has worked in the first 30 days. Inside this document, you're going to see common terms. We're going to break it down a little bit differently. And by the way, if I haven't said it already, you can get this document on our website, theleaderinstitute.org. You can download it from there, so hope you do that. We're going to cover a section of this document today, and it's over attitude. I know what you're saying. Like, I've seen this topic covered in many books over leadership. Well, yeah, I have too. And I've seen this topic plus emotional intelligence be covered many times in leadership books. So what's different from our angle is, it's easy to talk about having a good attitude. It's so easy to talk about it. You got to have a good attitude at work. You got to watch your emotional intelligence. How do you apply that? It's so hard to have a good attitude when you're upset, you're angry, you're not having a good day, whatever it may be, don't feel well. So we talk about the attitude of gratitude. And this is the key piece for us, because if we're not grateful, we're never going to have a good day. Our attitude is always going to be poor. So it's our frequency more so than it is our emotional intelligence or our attitude, because that's the output of our frequency. If our frequency is low, we're going to be mad. We're going to be upset. If our frequency is high, we're going to be in flow state. We're going to be in positive attitude. How do you get there? It's through gratitude. That's the number one way to get to flow state into this positive attitude, is through gratitude. All right, great, Lee. Is that what you're saying right now? Yeah, obviously gratitude is a good thing, right? But how? Okay, well, we're going to talk about this as well. We got gratitude journals, great way to do it. We got affirmation statements, I am statements, great way to do it. Meditation, great way to do it. I mean, there's so many different ways of doing this. And at some point, you will have to type in Google or even YouTube different ways to be grateful throughout the day. But there's so many things to be grateful for. I mean, if we're grateful for the small things, the big things will come to us. And this all leads up to the law of attraction. And why we put this into this first 30 days document is because we need to gain influence. From minute one, we're in charge. We have to gain influence from our team. Because at one point, most likely, you were a peer of the people you're now leading. So they're going to be looking at you as a peer still. So what's a good way to change this, get that influence from this team? By showing gratitude, you are practicing the law of attraction. These people need to be attracted to you and your leadership style and your vision and the journey you're about to take them on. There's no better way than the law of gratitude and the law of attraction. So we break this down a little bit deeper in our book, in our document. Someday it's going to be a book, and we hope you read it. We go through 6 different topics in this. This is one of the biggest ones we have. And reason why I'm talking about this today, and I chose this one topic of the 6 we've written about, is because I'm struggling with this right now with an employer at work. Someone who's in a leadership position, they have a horrible attitude. They complain about everything they can, every person, everyone, every area, constantly complaining. And I see their team distancing themselves from her, or even having that same attitude, because like attracts like. What we're doing, what frequency and attitude we're putting off, is being projected on that team member. So our energy is being reflected back to us. So if we're positive, they're going to be positive. If you're negative, they're going to be negative. So not only is this team underperforming, but their turnover rate is the highest in my company. They're constantly losing employees, either through disciplinary actions, because that energy from the supervisor is reflecting on them and they're getting in trouble, or it's from they just don't like this negative, toxic environment and they want to move on and do something else. And I can't blame them. So this is why I really want to talk about this topic today as top of mind for me. But I think it's so important. It's something I struggled with earlier on when I first became a manager, is portraying or having a positive attitude every day, because there's so many reasons why we shouldn't. I mean, so many reasons why we don't. Look at the news. It's all negative. Anything we look at today out there is people are just constantly negative, saying negative things. And it's feeding into our hearts and our minds. And then we're coming to work with this negative mentality. We got to change that. If you're a leader of any person out there, you have to have gratitude. You have to have love, kindness for this person. You have to be happy to be there. I mean, we've got so many things to be happy for and grateful for. We just got a new job. We got probably a pay raise. We probably got an office. We probably just got, a new laptop or computer or PC. Maybe some of us got, other technologies like cell phones or tablets. And now we're in this position to lead team members. And we've been entrusted by our company to do this. So it's such a great thing to be grateful for. Then you can be grateful for many other things: the air we breathe, the water we drink, the fact that we were born in the USA, the fact that your kids, your family, your spouse, the home you live in, the food you got to eat today. Just having these daily gratitude activities, whether it's you write them down in a journal, or you talk about them, or you have a meditation session about it. It's a great thing to do every day. We all can do this. We all can benefit from this. So, attitude of gratitude. Check out our document on our website. It's the leaderinstitute.org. Hope you check us out. Get your free document. And thanks for watching episode number 2. Next episode, number 3, we're going to bring in a former employee of mine who reported to me when he was at our company. He moved on to do bigger and better things. He's now running his own company. So I thought it would be a great person to come in for our first interview. We'll see how good of a job I did at building a leader. So got some tough questions for him. We're going to see what kind of secrets he has in his leadership journey, what he's found to work and not work. And I don't know, maybe you'll enjoy it. I hope so. Thanks for watching Leadership Secrets.
Thank you for tuning in to the Leadership Secrets podcast. Please join us next time as we bring you more leadership secrets from the people who are actually doing it. See you soon.